everybody, welcome to the stream. We're tackling Tier 6 today in Make a Good Mega Man Level 2. Carrying on the MaGMML Marathon. Hope you all doing well. Happy Saturday. Let's get right into the action, assuming everything is good. Oh, bear with me a moment. It's gonna be a bit loud when I switch the instance. I'll bring it down. There we go. Alright. All is well. Julio. So, a couple things to get out of the way before we get started. First off, it was a super short notice poll, but the winner by RNG was Proto Man, so I'll be playing as him, or at least dressing up as Proto Man for Tier 6, and I already have the poll set for Tier 7, which I'm going to send out right now. So y'all have the whole stream to vote on that. And the last thing I want to get out of the way, at least for right now, I have not forgotten about the little shorts I've been doing for one remastered levels. I am finishing up the one for the quickening. I just need to get the background gameplay all trimmed up and good to go, and then I will hopefully have it submitted by tomorrow. But y'all know me about keeping promises. Holy moly. Far from well at that. But yeah, let's get into the action. Tier 6. I'm trying to remember where that is. I think it's this way. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Proto Man, aha! Finally! I've been working for so long on this prototype of a network of sorts that can hold data just like the simulations. It's just like any old other tier, but I added some of my personal touches to it to make it mind-boggling. There are even robot masters hanging around too. They are definitely there of their own volition, excuse me. Alright, so Crackhead McGee over there. Oh no! How will I cross this? Whoa! Crazy. I don't know why, but I feel extremely out of place. Yeah, there's no water here, Bubble Man. I saw a guy with bubbles over there. I'm gonna stay as far away from him as I can. Bubbles are dangerous, you know? Yeah, because I think you're weak to them, but beside the point. Let's get on with the first level, shall we? 42nd place by Prime Pasta, we have Wily Coaster with a 28.8. This one's... I remember... Ooh, wait. It's the one with this song. I like this one. But I remember the namesake of the level, the actual coaster part. I don't think it actually comes into play until the very end, and I think the judges actually pointed it out. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot it's just a costume. I was like, oh, I'm playing as Proto Man. I'm gonna take double damage. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. That's funny. Funny. Alright. Well. Yeah, this one's not too bad. I honestly think it's pretty fun. I mean, we're at Tier 6. You'd think the levels would be getting at least a wee bit better by now. Also, nice sliding into them. DB, what's good, bro? Made sure the notif would go out. Coaster got a 32 in your judging. Interesting. Not too far, I guess. I am noticing with these ones, at least since Tier 5, there's a lot of... Some judges liked it while others didn't, and so... Huh. This one was decently enjoyable, but it's confusing to navigate. I think I remember once, like the ground... Or not the ground. I can't remember whose tiles, but like the Drill Man stuff or whatever comes into play. Holy moly! Away with you! Oh yes, here it is. Okay, so we got to hop on these guys. And we should get a noble nickel. No, we get stuff. Okay. Ignore me. There are nickels in this one, though. Somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oops. I just wanted to check that pit. You never know, right? Ah, jeez. Set me back a wee bit. Oh my gosh. It's throwing me off. I'm thinking I'm taking double damage. I think I have a proto shield. Nope, it is simply a costume. Jeez. Alright, let's try it again. You know what? Why not? Oh, the hell? Oh, there's more. Okay, I'm gonna live. I want to live! There we go. Not that bad. Say as I run into a gumball. Yeah, this one, I remember, like, this section is super puzzly. At least if you want the, Bro! If you want to find the noble nickels, that is. I don't remember it being difficult. Knock on wood. The nickel part, that is. And that mitt is hard to dodge. They're used well enough to take me out twice, I'll say that. Good gravy. I forgot they linger on the floor. One. Boom. Boom. There we go. We're getting it. Slowly but surely. Oh, I was like, not again. No. Go away with you. Alright, do I want to go up here for the nickel, or is it down there? We're gonna find out. I think it is this for the first nickel. Oh, that's health. I must keep moving forward. Yeah, here it is. Okay. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Better chemical plant stage than chemical industry. Oh, I guess so. Wait, isn't this a secret? No. Okay. That one I genuinely thought. Oh, it's this one. Ah, there it is. Okay. I knew it was a pit. Alright, up we go. This is the right way to go. So now we have both the nickels, and now this is where the actual Wily coaster comes in. It's a fun one. But again, it's at the very end, so it's like an afterthought. But it's got some challenge to it. Damn, the Mets are getting me today. There you go. I will say, I'd probably have to see it in practice, what I'm about to say, but I feel like maybe the coaster should have been limited to 2 segments, because I think 3 is a little too forgiving. But, there it is. No Robot Master for this one. Alright, judge time. Pyro with the 33. Sure takes its sweet time getting to the coaster itself, Lamau. Yeah. That's not really a bad thing, though. I really like the parts of this level. The section with Gravitrons is very well designed and has a good difficulty curve. And I like how you use the Picket Men throughout the level, having them serve as extra obstacles you can't kill immediately. The part with the coaster itself isn't too shabby either. It has a nice difficulty curve and some pretty good enemy placement using a lot of enemies used in the previous sections. Overall, the level is just fun and well designed. I have two small issues though. One issue is that, that one noble nickel down the pit is completely bullshit. Okay. And two, the Sparkman platform leading up to the coaster could very easily catch you off guard and slam you into a ceiling because you didn't know didn't know you had to jump off. Yeah. Again, I remember that nickel from memory, so I was like, it's somewhere. Hornet with the 28. The level started off really nicely as kind of a tribute to old Wily stages, but those flying yellow enemies were spammed a bit too much. However, once I actually got inside the castle, I found myself stuck in a loop with seemingly no way out. I played this level twice for about 30 minutes each time. I swear I tried every possible route. I even went backwards to make sure I didn't miss anything, but nothing seemed to work. Either this level is unbeatable, or it's not nearly clear enough to where the players should go. Edit. One of the other judges told me where to go. Seriously, make it more clear that you need to keep riding the Sparkman platform at an up arrow or something. Oh, I see where he's coming from. Well, I mean, if I got off, it was just spikes, so I mean, that's how I found out, but I could totally see that, yeah. The coaster part was fun, but it was a bit too short and didn't add much to the rest of the level. Yeah. E with the 21 though. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this one, sorry. I like how this level progresses from one area to the next, ultimately ending in the coaster ride, but aside from that, I don't think I can sing many praises. I found myself having a lot of trouble with dealing with this level's enemies, as they are often positioned in such a way that a simple misstep can easily knock the player down into the nearest pit. Another thing I found questionable is how the main path moves past the secret area for one of the nickels. I thought at that point that the level was would just go in circles and had no exit, and it took me a bit while to think of riding the platform further upwards. The aforementioned secret area too is an area I have a bit trouble with. Excuse me. I'm sure it would have been super rewarding if only Sakugarne didn't tend to get hit while jumping on enemies while the player holds a direction. But this is something I can't blame the level for, it's just a circumstance which made the area feel more like a chore to me. Okay, a pretty high 35 from Gary. Definitely an enjoyable level. Despite this, it suffers from mediocre enemy placement and an overabundance of them. The usage of the Sakugarne was implemented in an interesting manner, and the stage layout was interesting. Not much of this level stands out, but nonetheless, it's well done and I appreciate it. And then Ace with a 27. I went into this thinking this is either going to be insanely cool or just a bunch of Gutsman platforms. Well, I was right. There wasn't a whole lot of coaster there. Let's see, here it is. Not a whole lot was done to make the gimmicks used all that interesting. There were a couple of neat moments, such as using the Sparkman platforms as a lift, as well as both Noble Nickels, but that was about it. The level's namesake was barely a thing, just enemies and like a single platform moving. Platforming moment, excuse me. It's a bit disappointing that one or two of the bonuses have lackluster rewards rather than using the primary collectible of this contest. Enemy selection wasn't bad and certainly consistent with the theming of Wily stages. Most were used well. I'm not sure how well this was tested. There were a couple of moments where things simply didn't work properly. The aforementioned Sakugarne blocks is very tricky to actually activate Sakugarne nearby because it's so high up. Sakugarne despawns. Fixed post judging though. And there's a random jump towards the start that is either inexplicably a pixel perfect jump or impossible without weapons. I'm not sure which. Not bad, but very generic. I was really hoping for the namesake to be more interesting. What's next? 41st by The Martian Geek. Changeable caverns with a flat 29. No nickels. We got the obligatory Napalm Man level. Ooh, nice song choice though. And TB gave it a 31. Okay. TB, quick question for you. Are you in the MaGMML Discord at all? Let's see. This is a rigidly designed and fun little romp. Pretty unremarkable though. So like your average rinky-dink, what do you call it? Why is my mind drawing a blank? Your rinky-dink Mega Maker level. Haro banned you? Oh, my condolences. Strange, I don't remember this stage much at all. Or if at all. So I guess, yeah, I guess unremarkable is one way to put it. I might go back on Flashman's server though. Oh, interesting. Sorry, it's like every day I hear about someone has a Discord server of their own. I'm like, oh. Do my bidding. Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, hi. Oh gosh. Got it. No. And then there we go. Nice, okay. Yeah, pretty simple so far. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Is there a boss, though? Guys. Hold on. I need to do something. I'm going to the MaGMML Wiki, okay? If it's not here, null and void everything I'm saying. We're gonna go to Dev Kit Robot Masters. Oh, no, okay, screw me. I thought for sure Napalm Man was a Dev Kit boss. No, not quite. Alright, never mind. No boss is still upsetting, but it's not like you didn't use the boss. Pretty short one, though. Yeah, no corridor. It's kind of how I knew. I was like, uh-oh, one boss store. Probably no boss. Alright, let's see. Pyro, 35. We're definitely getting higher in the scores. Compared to, like, the zeros and stuff. Aw, why did this have to end so quickly? I really like where it was going. For a level that has a large majority of the special platforms in it, it does a very good job at keeping focus and feeling coherent. It introduces each of the platform types safely and uses most more dangerous setups later on. The difficulty curve is just very well done in general. The enemy challenges are pretty great too. I really like how the Drillins and Moliers were combined. But it felt like it ended just as it was starting to ramp up in difficulty. I really wish there was more, because I love what is actually here. It just feels like it got cut off before it could be truly amazing. Oh, pretty short one. Okay, so 17 by Hornet. Interesting. Pretty forgettable level. It was mostly just rooms with enemies and then moving platforms over pits, and that was it. The room with the 3 Crashman lifts is a bit glitchy. One of them randomly pushed me off for some reason. Interesting. Okay. And then back up to 32 for E. This level is a lot of fun to play, but often misses out on aspects such as safety nets and ramping up the difficulty, with later sections sometimes being easier than earlier sections, and the enemy setups not offering a lot of variety. Oh, it happened to you? Interesting. I thought it was like one of those fixed post judging things, but I guess not. Where was I? Variety, here it is. A lot of the level's assets are taken for granted, and while others are formally introduced, the others are often what will lead to the player's death. The Guts Lift section in particular is rather tricky for where it is placed in the level, and I died a lot on it when I wasn't exploiting the lack of spike collision in that room to bypass it and explore other parts of the level. The open platforming segments are a nice but rocky challenge, and definitely the highlight of this stage. It happens when crash lifts crisscross with each other. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Gary with the 27. The Guts Lift room is the trickiest part. I'm trying to think. I'm like, you could kind of use just Sakugarne at the very least to hop over it. Unless I'm wrong on that front. But yeah, 27. I feel like it could have been done better. The level just doesn't look nice. Some parts of the stage suffered from either bad enemy placement or having to deal with a desynchronized moving obstacle. And overall, it just feels generic. Nothing creative or interesting, really. At least it was mostly enjoyable. Wow, okay, 34 from Ace. Fun little stage, if too much on the safe side. This stage works, but on the Goldilocks scale of level design, it sits just below the just right, in quotes, in gimmick implementation. You don't go far enough with the gimmicks to be truly memorable, with not much identity of its own other than every platform gimmick. That being said, there is actual thought behind your use and placement of said platforms, and nowhere does it feel half-assed. It's just, I feel a few more screens with repeated gimmicks and a slightly higher difficulty for the climax of your stage would have served you better. You also put in areas where Noble Nickels would have acted much better than Bolts. This is just a poor design choice, as no one will attempt the additional challenges you propose because there's simply no point to it. The stakes aren't high enough. And you can use Hornet Chasers, so, you know, there's that. Not like I would know, though. Oh, Buster only. Gotcha. I did not think of that. Lastly, I kind of feel the Gutsman platform segment was pointless. The player is left waiting for the platforms to sync up together, as did I. It's minor, but it would have been better to see other platforms returning with a different setup, rather than a, "Hi, Gutsman platforms exist." Cameo, excuse me, in quotes. Noteworthy things about this stage: perfect theme and selection of enemies for a cavern setting, good music choice, and gimmicks are introduced very well. Props to the Shadowman platform segment. I didn't even notice how clever your introduction of them was the first time through. It took a second playthrough for me to get it, but it's subtle, but well done. Alright, coolio. On to the next! Whoa, where are you going? I power this whole facility. That's why I'm running around to charge up static electricity. That level down there is the home of my entire extended fam. Oh shit, is it? It is. Oh no. 40th by oh, I butchered this name. Zlak. I'm gonna say that. By Big Z. Joe Man with a 29.2. Okay, this level, I'm probably gonna die a lot. There's one particular nickel that gets me every time. I will point it out when I see it. But yeah, one thing before we start playing, I believe this is one of the levels where there's a slight chance for the music to be different. It's like a 1 in 8 chance or something like that. Oh, I was on a roll! You screwed it up, Matt. Right, let's see. Ow. Okay, so here's one. So yeah, this one has all 5 possible nickels, so I'm gonna be on the hunt. Much like the deafening, this is why purple skips were made for 3. Oh yeah, the token ones, that's right. I always forget that's an actual thing. Oh yeah. And then there are some blocks like this where we can't shoot through them, and they're gonna become a puzzle later on. Ow. I just remembered I got the Buster upgrade, so now I can do a big old charge shot. I gotta remember that MaGMML 2 doesn't have the option of like when you pick up health or weapon energy, it won't pause the game. Oh, I still like this stage more than anything else Big Z's made. The name rings a bell. I remember them from... Okay, is this a pit? I'm taking the chance. Oh, yay! Okay, good. Although, maybe it was the ladder. That was the... If it was... Oh, well. That's not too far. Something tells me it was the ladder. That was the secret. Oh, well. Yeah, I recognize the name from MaGMML 1. Oh. I don't need that. Come on. Bro. There we go, sheesh. Yeah, I do like this level. What is this? Oh, the sniper. Yeah. The ambush. Oh no. Oh, don't turn around. There we go. Let's see, who else? Who wants some? Ow. Nice combo. Ooh, okay, these guys hurt. There we go. Dadgummit. Come on. Nice. Oh gosh. Guys work well together, jeez. There you go. Ah! Eat it, bro! They made Commando Caverns, Note Woman, and the Maze. Okay. Speaking of Joe-themed levels, it's hard to believe the creator of Quint Stage also made Wide Jopin. They did? Wow. Wide Jopin is a good level. Hey, credit where credit's due. Okay. Can I just stay here? What? Hold on. Oh, come on. Where's Shadow Slide when you need it, you know? Oh, okay. It has a radius. Got it. Whoa. You know what? No. Yeah, let's use this. Oh, I do need an E-Tank. Okay, never mind. I was like, I keep seeing E-Tanks, and I never need to grab them. Now I have an excuse to grab them. Oh, yep, here's more, no-shoot blocks. I'll say, too, I like the look of this level. Ow. Oh, I got it! I was like, do I go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, really? That guy's mean. Oh, I'm still waiting for that one. Okay, it's not this one. Okay, let me wait on this. Nice, there we go. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, this is the one. I don't know why, but I suck at making this jump. I always jump too high. It's never not enough. It's too high. Okay, hold on. I need to lock in. Okay, well, there's a first for everything. Oh, that's right. And you have to go all the way back here. Oh, gosh. Okay. Fine, we make do. Come on. And then I definitely want these for this. I'm so glad Explosive Factory placed checkpoints in their token rooms. I'm trying to remember that one. Oh, dadgummit. Down I go, because I'm being silly. Come on. Oh, all that money went down the pit. Oh, you can make that jump. Okay, I didn't know that. Dadgummit. There we go. Okay, take two. Again, like I said, I might die a lot. No, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I just suck. Oh, well, here's the alternate song. Sometimes I play through this level with as many deaths as I have right now, and a bit more, of course. But I never hear this song. I guess I should use this. Yeah, there you go. Alright, keep going at it. Oh, that's such a mean shield attacker. Oh, damn it, I forgot again. I forgot! Yes, I'm gonna get hit there. Not that fast. Oh shit. Whoa! Okay, wait. Now go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, take three. Third time's the charm. Ooh, okay. Oh! No! Golly! I have a plan. I wonder. Also, goodbye, alt song. Thanks for like maybe 2 minutes. Come back with Carrie. I could. I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was just a me issue. I didn't know, at least from what you're saying too, that nickel is like a nightmare nickel. I thought it was just like so bad at the game. Like I knew when I was like, hey, let's play MaGMML 2. I was like, I immediately thought of this level. I was like, oh, that nickel's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try, where is it? Wheel cutter. Well, can I even use it on these? I can't, okay. I know you need a bit of momentum, though, because you could get, like, stuck on the top of a wall or something. There, let me see if I can show it off. What I don't want to happen. Yeah, like, you could do this. So, that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen, but if I could time it right... It's gonna be tough. Let me see if I can do it. Nah, okay. I might have to come with something else. Because is it too high, or... the super arrow shoot too high? I'll give it one more attempt, and then we'll just carry on. Yeah, oh, that nickel. Nah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oops, I forgot. Hold on. That's what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. Damn it. Oh, wow. I really just did that. Okay. Hoy. There you go. Oh, I don't know why I did that. It's fine. I can do this. Okay. If I shoot... I'm trying to think if that's too much. Let me just see. Oh, okay. I didn't think that would work. And I have to go backwards. Oh, joy. Okay. Okay, cool. So, super arrow definitely helped. Duly noted. Cool. Oh, I'm right there. Cool. Eddie, what you got for me? Like 1 pip of health. Better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, geez. Okay, I was like, I missed 2 nickels, and I don't know where one of them is. No, I think I do know where it is. I've yet to see it. Oh, come on. What? Bro. Ah, come on. Oh, wowie. Nice. Okay, good. Oh, we don't want that. Not yet. Yeah, here it is. You may end the level now by picking up the energy element. Alternatively, you may go right and challenge Joe Man R for various rewards, including a noble nickel. This fight is completely optional. If you lose, you will teleport back here and you can try again as many times as you want. However, if you have already defeated him, you have no other choice than leaving. Make sure you did not miss anything. Alright. I got the Super Fighting Joe. Golly, gets 6 contact damage. And then 6 damage in general! Oh jeez, yep, I kinda screwed myself there. Oh my word. Oh my god! Here. Let's use E-Tanks, cause why not? Also made Metallic Ocean. Ah, okay, okay. Oh, you do jump. Oh, jeez. That's right. Oh, come on. Guy is tough. Oh my word, I need another E-Tank. Jeez. You can't have a suicide key for it, like with Rush City or Colorful Hall. Oh. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, phase 3, what do you got? Okay, that's new. Oh, dude, I swear, the shield works and then it doesn't. Oh, jeez. No, it's time for a weakness. What are you weak to? No. Oh god, I don't want to die. Don't kill me! What are you weak to? This? Ah. I got a skin! And a big ol' thing. Did I get the noble nickel? Oh, here it is. The big base. I mean, it is an optional boss. I guess there is that. Yeah. Okay. I missed one. I know where it is. Or at least I have a good idea where it is. Real quick, back to it. How much did that give me? I don't know, but I'm at 600, so that's pretty good. Oh, I was looking so cool. I'm guessing it's up here? Yeah, okay, so it was the ladder. Got it. Whatever, just tank it and go. Tank it and go. Alright. There it is. All nickels collected. Even that cursed fourth one. Alright. Oops, wrong one. This one. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Judge time. Pyro with a 30. This is really bizarre. The level is well designed, it has a proper difficulty curve, it introduces its elements properly, it's professional, it feels like Mega Man. But it's just so boring. Really. The level is just so dull and bland. All enemies in the level are variations of Met, Sniper Joes, and shield attackers. Nothing else. The 3 most generic enemies you could possibly pick. There's mines, I guess, but those have been done before. CMMU. And there's time bombs, but those have been in like every fan game ever. There are a few clever setups. I like the bajillion time bomb plus 2 copter met rooms, but the rest of the level is just an extremely basic difficulty curve. There's really nothing interesting. Oh, you have to do a really annoying jump between 2 time bombs under spikes to get a noble nickel, but that's about it. The boss is pretty dull too. It's just the attacks of a level's enemies, except in a boss. The bonus boss is even dumber because... oh shit. Keep pressing the wrong button. Sorry, hold on. The bonus boss is even dumber because it's basically the original boss except with 3 health bars and like 1 new attack that isn't hard to dodge. It doesn't help that the bonus boss hits like a truck and will kill you quickly if you mess up at all. Like the level feels like it was churned out of a factory or something. It's really dull and bland and doesn't have any charm or anything really creative going for it, but there is proper design. It feels like it was made by a machine. Terrible trio. This level felt like something straight out of a Mega Man 10, says Hornet with 33, with awesome graphics. The mini-boss is a fun kill room full of the different types of Sniper Joes. However, there are some unfair enemy placements, mostly with the shield attackers. There are a few right after screen transitions that are very hard to avoid. Spikes, low ceiling, above you so you can't jump over, pit in front of you so you can't slide under, coming towards you so you can't kill them without flash stopper, unless you know they're there beforehand. Joe-Man himself was an alright battle, but his attacks do a lot of damage. Joe-Man R was just Joe-Man with multiple health bars and a few more attacks, which was disappointing. I would have liked to see a boss with Sniper Joe's forms, mech, copter, etc. I wonder if this, in any capacity, was inspiration for the Tier 1 boss in MaGMML 3. I'm just saying! Conspiracy! Even the 32. Honestly, what keeps me from really liking this level is the fact it's not designed around being beatable with Slash Claw only. That would have been such a cool detail. Come on! In all fairness though, the level does a pretty good job at following the formula it's designed by. It probably introduces all of its assets in a safe manner, and it ramps up difficulty until you get to the boss, and even beyond that. My one problem is the boss is a good analogy for the level, the first encounter being the first half, and the second being the second half. It's the same thing but with an element or 2 extra and a much higher risk of failure. I really liked the first half of the level, but after that I got slightly bored as the mines didn't add much to the level's structure, and the upward climb was the part that stood out the most about the second half, though I wasn't a big fan of that part. The level ended up feeling repetitive, excuse me. Felt like areas I've already been through, and the same applies for the boss rematch. The nickel locations in this level are pretty silly. There are some hazards in the stage that I feel were placed unfairly, and most of them, not all of them, are within nickel notes. The 4th nickel in particular contains a spike jump that is very easy to fail, and due to how the level places its checkpoints, it takes quite a while to get back to it. Overall, I wish the level added another element in the second half, preferably one that's not scattered across the floor in abundance near the end. I feel like there aren't enough levels built around using a single weapon with infinite ammo. The next entry could have been that too. Interesting. Area 24. I think this one is one of the few levels that legitimately frustrated me. It's filled with Sniper Joes and other shielded enemies that require extreme patience and timing in order to defeat without taking damage. Often, you can't do it, so you end up with all your health lost after a short while. It doesn't help that there is a lack of checkpoints here. I guess using the Slash Claw helps, but most enemies will attack you from far away. What bothers me the most is how insanely difficult the extra boss is. He's practically unbeatable if you don't use E-Tanks. This really could have been a good level, but the awful level design ruins it. Ace with the 27. You started well, nice tile set if generic, the few new custom assets are good, if generic, decent selection of gimmicks, even if they are also a little generic, and pleasant enough music, which is also pretty generic. now that I think about it. Overall solid, pretty well built stage. Some of the rooms were great. Your use of count platforms, combined with flying Mets was pretty clever. The reflection blocks were also really good locations. We had what was a great cap to your stage. Your Robot Master, aside from what is possibly a hitbox that is too large, his attacks had conveyance throughout the stage. His pattern was fair, good variety to the fight, and overall he was enough of a challenge to be fun. Your fourth Noble Nickel, okay, that's 3 judges pointing out the Noble Nickel, was probably a bit too hard for its own good. The count bomb needed to be about 16 pixels lower than they are currently, honestly. All this sounds positive so far, right? Just like a few nitpicks and the like. Where'd you drop the ball then? Taking everything into account, that would be your second Robot Master. Oh dear, you kind of went overboard. This thing left a rather bitter taste in my mouth. 3 health bars on a boss that is almost completely invincible about 75% of the time? Okay, that alone is stupid. But it's also a 3-phase boss fight, so okay, maybe 3 health bars is fine, providing each phase is different enough. Surely the fact that you can't hit it most of the time is taken into account. But no. Your first phase is literally a copy, in all caps, of the first Robot Master. Why are you making us redo the exact thing we did just 10 seconds ago? The later forms we have attacks where he's just completely invincible for eons, and the only real good way to beat him before the heat death of the universe is to use the weakness. Everything here is bumped up into frustration levels and hits areas of tedium that I did not know was possible for a Mega Man boss, whose name doesn't even end in the word devil. Also, you probably should have put a sign after that boss, because I was left scratching my head for which direction I should head in for that nickel, because I feared I'd lose my progress by choosing wrong. If you as a player is reading this before beating this stage, go right, not up. Okay. So I take it the judges didn't have a sign, unlike what I saw? I don't know. H is starting to sound like his bigoted self in 3 here. I don't like it when he calls music generic. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick and we'll get into the next one. I'm actually gonna take a quick detour. I'll be completely honest, I don't know what the term bigoted means. I've heard it thrown around like all over the place, but I don't know like textbook definition. Let me see. Unreasonable attachment to a belief, opinion, or faction. In particular, prejudice, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, gotcha. See, now I have the context. Okay, gotcha. So I went from this way, so yeah, we want to go here. This place reminds me of home. Could use some more electric-powered octopodes, though. Yeah, okay, bro. Whatever you say. 39th by Schmidkalkin. Crystal Lab with a 29.4. No Noble Nickels. Oh, it's this one. This is the one from, or the song from Rush Jet, which I cannot find for the life of me. So I always remember the song as the one from MaGMML 2. Gosh. Why did I make that harder than I need to be? Just hook right. I wish it had infinite ammo wheel cutter. Oh, isn't there like a long vertical climb you gotta do? I think that's why I remember this level. Yeah, I could have just done this. There. See, now we're in the ranks of the levels where people are like able to express their creativity, and I love it. Even though we're using dev kit enemies, but you know what? I'm not gonna hold that against you. Okay, so God, can I even make that? I don't know if I can make that. Can I do this instead? There you go. This feels like Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. I need to complete that one, in all honesty. Can I go left? No, I cannot. Yeah, I've played Metroid 2 a wee bit, but I kept getting lost because, like the first game, there's no map. I'm not saying you need a map to have a good Metroid game, but for a first playthrough, I'm like, have I been here? They look the same. Okay. Ooh, there's stuff there. It would be a shame if I used this. Uh-oh. Ah, off you go. Do I go right? I could. Right? Ooh, okay, there is something. The bats. Uh-oh. Do I want to be using this? I was thinking, like, am I gonna bonk my head at some point? Another M-Tank? Golly. Oh, meanie. Oh, well, yeah, I'm taking a hit. Oh, gosh, okay, hi. Ooh, hi! Sheepers. Zoinks! Okay, we're good now. I think the climb is coming up here. Oh, jeez. Again, the pause always gets me. Yeah, isn't it this? I did too, press it! What? I'm back the fuck here! Oh my word. Alright, skill issue, I guess. I will agree, it is cool looking. Oh shit, I forgot where the spikes are. Left. Right. Shoo, don't go left there. I agree, a checkpoint there would be great. Not because I died or anything, oh no, I'm just that good. But, you know, for the commoner, definitely want a checkpoint. Oh, all that, and I still got womp. I forget Wheel Cutter doesn't consume any weapon energy if you hold it. Like, it's just on the initial shot. I remember dying here once. I got squished, and I was like, what? What? that gave me a good laugh. Is there a secret here? I don't think so. There's no noble nickel, so I don't mind. Who goes there? Ooh, chill, man! I guess you're somewhat of a spiky guy. Oh, they gave you the hard mode version. No! Oh gosh. I hate when he does this! He'll pin you in the freaking corner! Run at me, there you go. I like his boss song too. Oh! Only took one hit, I'm just him, bro. Timothy Von Himbleton. Let's get it! Alright. Whew, there you go. Couple deaths, but not too bad. Alright, Pyro with the 30. A good concept for a stage, and the rising platforms are simple but effective. But the stage itself seems marred by bizarre design choices. Let me see real quick. I don't think I cut your rating, TV. 35. Ah, okay, okay. There's random usage of, in parentheses, or brackets, excuse me, Insert utility weapon of your choice here, spread throughout the stage, especially near the beginning. And to be honest, my first thought was that the level was broken rather than me having to use super arrow or something. And there's also a few stretches of random wheel cutter usage. The level does give you a heads up by putting cutters in the background, but I didn't even notice them until my second playthrough because I don't really have a keen eye for graphical things. I'll admit, I too was someone who took forever. I was like, how do I do this? And then I caught a glimpse of one. I was like, oh, I'm so stupid. The second shaft of wheel cutter usage is particularly frustrating for me. The slipping through spikes maneuvers are very finicky, and due to the fast rising speed of wheel cutter, it's hard to really react at all. It also didn't help that no matter what path you take, the checkpoint is quite a ways away from the shaft. You'll most likely keep dying in. I would say that the floating platforms didn't get used enough, but near the beginning of the level there's a random secret path you can only get through by sliding through a fake wall that actually does have okay usage of the rising platforms. It puzzles me why that wasn't just the second half and was instead put in a random secret path that no one will find. Overall, there's nice ideas, but the forced weapon usage just really ruins it for me because it's so thrown in and obnoxious. Okay. Corner with the 34. Really cool level. I love the atmosphere in this place. Felt kind of like a ruined factory of sorts. I really liked the use of the elevators, but they kept making the sound it makes when gravity flips, which was kind of annoying. One of them also pushed me through a wall and killed me once. The last wheel cutter section was pretty difficult compared to the rest of the level, and new players will likely die the first time they play through it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that final section with wheel cutter was hard at all. Granted, I've played this stage before, I know. And I did say I didn't know what to do. But once I got it, like, you literally just hold wheel cutter, climb a wall, and then like flick right or flick left onto the platform. And then like rinse and repeat twice. Like I said, the only part that got me was when I went on the final elevation platform and I got crushed. Because I was stupid. But I don't know, it could just be me. E with the 29. Pretty neat. I like the platforms this stage revolves around. They're a neat concept and used pretty well. I find it somewhat of a shame how they're rather glitchy though, with glitchy results when they push the player into a ceiling and the gravity sound effect relentlessly playing, excuse me, for seemingly no reason. I like how the stage makes use of various utility weapons in order to advance, though I wish it'd start out every introduction to a concept in a safer environment, as instant death is kind of everywhere in this stage. The screw platforms themselves never got a proper introduction, unfortunately. Its first use is atop a pit of spikes to no matter which of the three paths the player takes. Speaking of paths, I like the intense secret route the level offers, but I think due to its difficulty, that shortcut should reward with something. Perhaps a noble nickel. The final section before the boss feels pretty epic, and despite my numerous deaths, I'm a big fan of it. Nice level overall. Okay, so someone did like it. Ooh, okay, a lower 24 by Mr. Rary. I don't get it. What is this level trying to be? The level design in this one isn't as bad as the others in terms of enemy placement, for example, but the stage layout is just so awkward, it almost feels as if the author had tried to implement secret paths into the level, but didn't do it. It could have been a good level, the ideas were where they should have been, but the execution just really, really bad. I don't get the alternate paths. I don't even think I've seen them, to be honest. At least not the one where you have to slide through a fake wall. I could maybe figure it out once I get the map, but tangent aside. Ace with a 30. There's plenty to be happy about with this one. Your segments with the wheel cutter and your rising platforms gimmick was neat, and the auto scroller and vertical room, which combined both, are really quite enjoyable to go through. The enemy setup make good use of the shield attackers. It's just got a few never heard of that word. I got dude, I'm sorry, my mind's in the gutter. I got a few things that hinder it a bit. The level is a tad ugly, mostly in color, palette. I don't know. I liked it. I think pink and gray actually go pretty well together. It's hard to use, but like if you're done right, you can use it. Like hell, Castlevania used blue and orange, and they somehow made it look pretty good. But I digress. This gets very dull after a while, and not even a decent tile set can salvage it. It makes it hard to tell what you can and cannot walk on at times. You didn't take a few things into consideration. Namely, I really think you should have taken the option to render wheel cutter with infinite ammo. Oh, we got a wheel cutter enjoyer! Because you base this entire stage around it, which is fine by itself, but if you have infinite lives here, and any player who is struggling will be forced to reset. Your rising platform gimmick also breaks one of the Mega Man conventions. Gimmicks should respawn or outright kill you if you fail them. Having them not reset and forcing the player to kill themselves goes against every gameplay instinct a player will have. Finally, there are a lot of areas that look like either the correct route or an alternative route, and they aren't. This sort of thing baffles the player. Flashman, who is colorblind, didn't have an issue with the tile set. He actually praised it. He's colorblind? You learn something new every day. I did not know that. Nitrogen Man by Mugman, scoring a 29.6 and placing 38. Another one with no noble nickels. I kind of remember this one. It's like Gemini Man with a different coat of paint, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, and these stupid cracks in the floor, which I somehow always suck at finding. Also, I suck at jumping too. Just do that. Ooh. A 19? Damn! Ow. Oh, why am I shooting super arrow? What the hell? What the hell? I have to pay so much attention to these cracks. They hide, they're hidden so well. Wait, they added bubbles as a giveaway? I didn't know that. Oh, they respawn. Okay, I didn't know that either. Aww. The level is end scene. No, I'll have to keep playing it, because right now I'm like, it reminds me of the, Jeez, okay, you get frozen. It's kind of cool, but hurts a lot. No, it reminds me of the, Napalm Man stage we just played. Like, it, you know, it's a good level, it's just nothing stands out. But a 19? Woo! It's a low ball. Not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying, damn. Interesting to see different perspectives. I'm not gonna lie though, like a small thing, and totally something I can brush off. But if this smoke freezes you, it would stand to reason that being in what I assume to be a really cold body of water, or liquid, excuse me, would probably freeze you. That's just my 2 cents. Is this any chance a secret? Ooh. You got my hopes up, bro. And the level's done. And I already know it's Chill Man. Or at least it should be. Because he's the cold guy. Chill Man number 2. Come at me, bro. Oh, sweet lord. I didn't know he practiced in long jump. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm playing poorly. No! Oh my god, I'm playing like ass. Oh, don't jump! Oh my god, okay. There's a map in the background. Dude, I'm so ass. Oh no! What's in the hidden room? Oh, I see it now. Okay, hold on. I had to pay attention. You stand here. Oh, what? They're gonna run or jump. Hey, maybe there was supposed to be a noble nickel. I don't know. Legend has it, all 5 nickels were supposed to be there. Actually, you know what? Legend has it. The release date for Mega Man Legends 3 was in that room, but they caught him before the level was submitted, and he had to take it away. That's my conspiracy theory. Anywho, tangent aside. Pyro, the 28. Before I read this, my thoughts on the level. It was short, it was simple. I don't think it was necessarily bad, but I do think, personally, it was a bit odd that the smoke freezes you, because it kind of just... It's not much gimmick scenario, it's just like... It guarantees a second hit, unless you're good at spamming, or something like that, but... That's my thoughts on it. Pyro with the 28. Aww, I like the idea of a Nitrogen Man, and was hoping for some good usage of time bombs and wave streams, but unfortunately, the level just didn't really do much in general. Many of the wave streams don't really pose a true threat. The level is very open, so that means you can jump over them easily. I feel like the wave streams would work much better when the level is cramped. Besides the ideas, the level just plays like Gemini Man Above Ground Section Mark II. I agree. It's the same type of enemies, same type of obstacles, it's just kinda there. The level just doesn't really do much, and that's what brings it down for me. Also, random Chill Man fight at the end. I suck at fighting Chill Man. I mean, it makes sense. Cold is cold. Hornet with a 33, so a bit higher. This level just felt like a ton of wasted potential. The recolored Shadow Man tile set looks nice, but I'm assuming by nitrogen you meant liquid nitrogen. So you could have used some really cool ice theme gimmicks, like the melting blocks. Oh yeah. It started off nicely with the Waveman steam puffs that freeze you, but there could have been so much more. I was even more disappointed that the level is called Nitrogen Man, but the boss was just Chill Man. Very true. I'll say, I am not very well versed in coding, specifically with like this stuff. I will say, if anything else, if you have to use a dev kit boss, try your best to at least reskin it, like make your own spray. Because if you have like a Nitrogen Man, like plastered on Chill Man's AI, that would be kind of cool. That kind of shows some effort, you know? But that's just like if you want extra credit. IMO. Moving on though, E with the 32. Cool, hot level. Stupid. It can get somewhat samey after a while, but it has a solid idea and sticks to it. I kinda wish it didn't forget about its exploding platforms after the first few screens though. The background palette can be somewhat eye-searing at times, and I sometimes jumped into the water by mistake, thinking of it as ground. Ground also has the texture of water, but the aesthetic is nice otherwise. I like how the level is mapped out in the boss room, and the bonus room is indicated both there and by the bubbles in the room above. But it's empty! What a disappointment. I want my money back. Okay, so yeah, I guess there's a secret room. I did not know that. Let's see. Gary with the 32. There's really not much I can say about this stage. Nothing here is too impressive, but I enjoyed it. The level design is also fairly solid, although some spots are kind of cheap or just boring and empty. It's a bit short, and there could have been more to it, but it's alright. And an ace with the 23. There is some promise in the concept of this level, an entire base filled with nitrogen-based gimmicks, intriguing, and then nothing happens. The level feels a bit half-baked, even the tile set doesn't bother animating tiles that clearly should be. The effort to take standard Mega Man tiles and make them theme together is appreciated. Your sole new gimmick is purely there to waste time. It aids in the level's theme, but that is about it. The fact that it freezes you in place is actually a detriment to the stage because this fact doesn't even matter. You are also incredibly inconsistent with the ice tiles. Floors that look identical in this stage act differently. It's very confusing. Credit will be given where credit is due. The few screens with the count bombs are expertly pulled off. Unfortunately, the same care wasn't taken elsewhere. Not outright terrible, but it is rather there, in quotes, and the sheer pointlessness and annoyance of your new gimmick is a major detriment. And that is what the judge have to say about that. On to the next. 37th by quest mark. We have Duang, something like that. 29.8 with 3 noble nickels. Oh, it's this one. This one's the one where it's like, don't look left, or a jump scare occurs. Which I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this right now, assuming this is the level I'm thinking of. The first time I did it, I didn't pay attention to like the sign that says don't look left. I did, and I heard like the or whatever, like the warning when the hands are gonna come grab you. I screamed so fucking loud, I scared myself from my own scream. Like, dude, it was crazy. I was like, what was that noise? You know, I doubt my mic can pick it up, but oh my gosh, I will always remember that. I'm like, oh, it's this level. It scared the shit out of me. Also, 20th favorite, interesting. Is that like 20th favorite in this game or like across all MaGMML? Oh, in this game, copy. I do like this song. Did you have like the color by number background though, which is a bit odd. I did 38, which I'm trying to think like. I'm trying to compare it because it was what, 29.8 as the average. 38 is up there. Oh, I do know there's a secret somewhere. I gotta pay attention. The background is meant to resemble how JJBA Part 4 looked. I'm assuming that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'd say they did a good job. Actually, isn't this song from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Oh, here it is. Okay, so if you see at the very bottom, there's a little down arrow. You fall, and yeah, there's this. Oh, all 3 are here. How dare you? How dare you? You made me use an E-Tank. Totally didn't want to use it. What a beautiful Duang. Oh, the... Okay, gotcha. See, I'm getting spun up on my anime. Oh, wait, what that? What am I doing? Hold on. Ooh, there we go. Oh gosh. I'm making everything respawn! I'm not even a fan, and I greatly enjoyed this stage. Huh. I think it plays well. The thing about and not really a detriment to the level, but if you're making like a level dedicated to like other references, if you're someone like me, like you really only can appreciate the level for how it plays. You're not like, oh, I know this, you know. Alright, I'm gonna shut off the jump scare. So yeah, there was an arrow that said, also I think, hold on, I got a lot. So there was a arrow that said don't point, or a sign that said don't point, don't look left, rather. What happens if you look left? Jump scare. And then I also think, oh yeah, I see. And then I also think you want to pay attention to like, damn it, I looked left. But that little up arrow above me, I think you also have to go the right way there. It's a bit like OG Mario Bros in that regard. The Ghost Hand Alley. Interesting. So I assume all of this is a reference then. Okay, and then down. Oh, there's a lot of enemies. Whoa. Shantae. Cool. Do you like my car? I just realized he ran over someone. Alright, and yeah, that's the level. You can just grab this. To be continued. Special thanks to that entity girl for coding the gimmick. That's why Shantae is there. Oh, see? Now I understand. Who is pinging me? Oh, it's YouTube. Go away. Alright, Pyro with the 34. Is this memes? Pretty good level. The aesthetics are pretty weird and definitely not something I've seen in Mega Man before. The design isn't the best ever, but I like some of the ideas present. I like how spines are used in the first section, and there are some kind of neat setups with the Plantman platforms in the second section. I don't like some of the enemy placement in the second section though. There's enemies like crazy cannons that just seem placed to waste your time rather than actually provide a challenge. The third section is interesting and really stressful, but I think the gimmick is badly introduced. I didn't get what the sign meant until my second playthrough, so on my first playthrough I was just trying to get through the section as fast as possible and getting extremely paranoid of the death ball coming out of nowhere. It's an interesting stipulation when you get it though, and it affected my playstyle personally quite a lot. So while it's not perfect, the level has some interesting ideas, and it's a good level overall. Also that meme room, SMH. SMH my head. It's about this as subtle as Revenge of Tri-Castle's Spike Ladder. Oh, yep. I agree to that. Super Hornet with the 29. Picture this. You're just strolling through a city, shooting a bunch of enemies, admiring the cool graphics, and minding your own business. And then, oh man, a giant wall of hands comes out of nowhere and kills you instantly. Ah! That's what happened to me in the second half of the stage. The first time I played this, I had no clue what caused that to happen, but the second time I noticed the picture on the wall and realized that it happens whenever you press the left arrow. A text sign saying "Don't look back" or something similar would have been nice. Also, some of the Plantman platforms in the aerial section despawn, so I had to use Rush Jet. Maybe add a few safe platforms in case that happens, like count bombs. Oh, interesting. E with the 27. Probably the most memorable thing about this level is the section of Death Hands, only for the hands. Loving those. My favorite section to play through, however, was the platforming, my favorite section, however, was the platforming section. I had to figure out how to read that. While it doesn't do anything particularly innovative, I like how it makes you shoot a long distance to activate a platform or take down a foe. The first section suffers a lot from the background, and the no left section has some spam issues near the end, and ends up getting rather repetitive. I'm not a big fan of this level's visuals. Whoa! A 40 from Big G! I really enjoyed playing this stage. The level design is very solid, and the ideas behind it are very interesting. I also like the aesthetics and music used in the stage. However, there are quite a bit of problems. The section with the gray hands thing is very difficult to comprehend at first, and you'll be confused when they get triggered, quote-unquote, randomly. Assuming you don't know the gimmick. But once you learn the mechanic, it becomes a fairly interesting section. Aside from that, the visuals, although as mentioned previously, look good, it still feels a bit nauseating just looking at all the blend of colors. And then, here it is. And finally, the Noble Nickels didn't need to be where they are. To conclude, this is definitely one great level, but it has some issues. Oh. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, we got Ace with the 19. I what the hell? I don't even. If I could leave the review there, I would. I have no idea what is going on at this point, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. This was creative. The idea here was actually fine, but your implementation killed it. This is single-handedly the worst gimmick introduction to an instant death mechanic I've come across. It took me many attempts to even figure out what was going on. What was looking like a decent, if unoriginal level, was just killed stone dead by that gimmick. You need to find a way to explain it better. I don't mind dying to figure out a gimmick, but this one felt too obscure for me. I did not think the background details are enough to understand it, because there are background arrows elsewhere in the level without meaning. So let's see. So the player thinks, what is one more background arrow supposed to mean? Yeesh. As for the new tile set, it was, in a word, hideous. From the color palette, to the shading, to the new elements, to the cutoff tiles, to whatever the scary thing was at the end of the stage. Oh, dadgummit, I keep pressing left. Here it is. Okay, there is one highlight to this stage, the bit in the clouds. I felt there was some really good implementation of the Plant Man platforms, but the rest, I'll say it again. Yeesh. A rare Gary W review in my eyes. Huh. No, this one definitely got mixed results, that's for sure. Holy moly. Alright, 36 Brum Duck Salmon. Lava Factory. La 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 lava with a 30 flat. And 3 more, oh, this one. Yeah, I like this one. With 3 noble nickels. Oh, wait. This song. Oh, I remember this song. Oddly designed. I think there's like one noble nickel I keep forgetting. Like it's in like a really weird place. Yeah, it's here. Okay, thank goodness I remembered. Don't I need like this? Yeah, okay. I do remember that. Huh? Sure. Oh, wait. Oh, you can jump through it. Got it. Okay. I forgot to destroy the wall at the beginning? Oh. Hold on. Like this beginning? I will look for cracks. That's the giveaway I got. I don't know if there's one like all the way left. Let me see. Oh, not that. I assume I'm missing it. Whatever, I can come back. You have to get up there. Okay, there is one. Got it. Let me tackle it, coming back. This mess look weird. Oh, I want to do this because it's funny. Yeah. Oh, it only does 1 damage. Okay, disregard. It's not all that. It is not all that. Weird mets that can only be killed by Slash Claw. Huh. Oh, here it is. And, oh no, it's a trap! Oh! There we go! Fall into our demise. Holy bombs, what is this? Maze of Death? Sounds like a Konami game. Like Gradius or something. shit. Nope, I definitely did not do that right. Just play it safe. Okay. The music is from Gradius? Ah, see, I know my Konami. A wee bit. There you go. Good enough. Okay, and that's what I assume to be number 3. Take me away! Whoa. Odd? Okay. Like, one single screen with some tellies. Oh, and then the boss. Okay. What's up, bro? You cannot destroy everything every time, my precious wine factory. You thought this was lava? No, son. Why do you think that Capcom's level designer put lava in a ninja stage? Please, take the orb and leave this place. That is pretty funny. Alright, so apparently I'm just Cheeks. And it's assuming this one here. That's how you do a bossless room. Am I just Cheeks? What the fuck is it? No. It's here, right? Again, I always forget this one. Wheel cutter. Oh, I see. Okay. Thanks for playing. A special thanks to the creators of this engine that makes true my childhood dream. This is my very first gameplay level. I hope you enjoy it. Now, good luck. Also, this is a lava factory. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. For a first level, getting like in the second, where I get like the top half of the entries, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, I hate to be that guy, but look how many nickels we have. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing, but you know what to do. Anyway. I need to judge fairly. Agreed. Agreed. The judges must be judging. I'm just saying. Pretty damn it. Pretty good. Okay. There we go. Pyro, a 32. Let's see what you have to say. Pretty nice level. It's not spectacular or anything, but it's fun and has some clever design moments. I like how you use the jumping Mets at the beginning, and I liked how the underwater Noble Nickel was hidden. In the end, though, it doesn't really do much. In the end, it doesn't really matter. But it's fun either way, so it's not like a crime or anything. It's just overall a nicely designed and fun level. The fake energy element totally fooled me, and the wine joke at the end was funny. Probably the only issue I would have is that the secret dev room. Not sure if I'd hide a Noble Nickel behind something that obscure, especially since the wheel cutter blocks are used nowhere else. Still a nice level though. 32 from Hornet. You got me with that energy element, troll. Anyway, this level may not have been that long or had a lot of custom assets, but I enjoyed it anyway. It felt like something straight out of one of the classic Mega Man games. And at the end of the day, this is make a good Mega Man level contest. Thing is, some parts used the tile sets in really strange ways. Beginning of the water section, and the vertical rooms with the tellies got a bit annoying. The lack of a boss was disappointing, and the ending dialogue didn't make a ton of sense. All in all though, good effort. The level needed more coherence. They also dropped the destructible walls quickly. That especially, yeah. E with 25. Pretty cool first level. While playing it rather safe and not being very innovative, it has a nice difficulty curve and does a decent job at introducing various mechanics it uses. The slash claw indication on the breakables isn't obvious, and the mine section is pretty bland and unnecessary. But aside from that, I enjoyed it. Gary for the 34, excuse me. Not a bad level. The level design is well done, with the exception of a few sections, such as the ones with the sea mines and the ones which just feel empty. Other than that, there's not much to say about this one. I had fun playing it, but it wasn't anything too amazing, and the stage concept is a little generic. And then Ace with a 27. If this is actually your first attempt at a level, I'd say you did pretty good. For a contest though, it's not terribly interesting. I am liking the destructible walls being built into the terrain as they are, and the first Noble Nickel was very, very sneaky. I approve. I'm almost thinking that the level probably should have stuck to its guns and, in a strange thought, actually kept up the weapon usage. I mean, they're there, and by introducing the destructible blocks on the main path, you clearly indicate what sort of level you're doing. Except it's just sort of stops, and that becomes generic. I thought the fake energy element was kind of daft, especially since there doesn't appear to be any justification for it whatsoever. There are a few too many empty screens every so often, and that screen with nothing but mines, pointless and a huge time waster, since there is no challenge to these things whatsoever. Your use of ceilings was also very inconsistent, so when attempting to jump off the top of the screen, the player never knows if they'll bump their head off an invisible ceiling or not. It certainly is not an awful stage by any stretch of the imagination, but it did sort of lose any identity it could have had partway through, and that is a shame, and very disappointing. Oh, and for once I approve of the lack of boss following a boss corridor. Yeah, lack of boss. While it's not a boss fight, there's still a climax, so the stage sort of works. Alright. I think we got like one or two more coming up. 35th from Patchy. Hey! Just an ice level. 30.2. If I'm not mistaken, there's one to the left. I like this song too. Yeah, there it is. I hope I win! No, but you'll become a judge in the next game, so don't worry. you won something. It's charming, but quite frustrating. The 29. So, yeah, not too far off. I remember there's one nickel that I kept missing, and I think I take the top path for it. I think the bottom path, there's no reason to go for it. Whoa! Oh, no. Yeah, the invisible ladder nickel, that's right. Oh, it became a meme? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a me issue. Like, oh, how'd you not see that? I like the Mets. They're kind of cute. They're a nice addition, aesthetically. Alright, Eddie, what do you got? For some reason, there was an increase in invisible ladders in 3. It's funny. I know it's because of the tool you can get in 3, but anytime I quote-unquote see it in invisible ladder, I always associate it with what's the game called? Link's Awakening. They're like boop 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 boop. No, don't go for that. Go for this. Oh my gosh. No. Fine. It's somewhere. Oh, no shit. Yeah, it's somewhere. Oh gosh. Hold on. I think I need this. There's a lot going on. The worst use of it, Cycle Factory. Oh, yeah. I think I missed it. Damn it. I think I missed it. Oh no! Oh shit. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, bollocks. What? Oh, I pressed F2 instead of 2. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, cutscene time. Hold on. I just want to see the cutscene. Golly. Anywho, The vast reaches of space, a realm of infinite possibilities, and a realm of infinite evil. Why do you keep stalking me? Who even are you anyway? Well, you'll see who I am in due time, but I'm not stalking you. I am simply trying to help you. We live in a world full of fear, of paranoia, of worry about the future. Again, you are being awfully melodramatic about a festival that has gone smoothly without problems. But what if there is something, say, behind the scenes? A collapse of all we know happening in the shadows? You're really not listening to me, aren't you? The simulations, so powerful that they could possibly even access, say, alternate dimensions? What would happen then? I'll just sit here and let you finish your dumb, whatever word that is, silicoi. Absorbing power from alternate dimensions to solve problems or connect worlds where things went differently. A world where things developed differently and, say, robots never really became a thing. Or a world where all of this is happening, is just fiction as someone watches play out. I am starting to lose track of where I was going with this. I apologize. That was me going off on unrelated tangents. Soliloquy, okay. Oh, soliloquy? I don't know. Big words. Space. Yes, space. Oh, have you noticed the shadow in the sky lately? No? Shadow? See, this is why I talk to you. It is a shadow, so tiny, not many have noticed it. It may look like a star, but it is not nighttime. Be wary, prepared. Something terrible might happen soon. Sigh. I wish you would just leave me alone. I wish I wouldn't press F2 and restart my game. I thought for a second it reset and didn't save. I was about to lose my shit. But let me just take a quick detour. Nope, little more. Is it this one? No. We're getting there. Here it is, okay. Holy, anyway. Ladder is over the lone health pickup, got it. Alright, apologies folks, we are back. We are here. I don't think I'll have enough. No, I need 80 for the next Noble Nickel thingy. And I only have 71 by the end of this. I feel like dual satellite is imperative for this level. Whoa! You have to do both paths for all the nickels. Okay. I couldn't remember. Let me go up top first then. So, above the lone health pickup. Ow. Away with you. What makes this annoying is that both elements have the same data. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, I made sure to press 2 that time and not F2. Even though there are 2 elements, they count as 1. Oh, yeah, I know. Wait, really? I don't remember it exactly, but I thought they all converge on, like, one similar thing. One path. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay. Alright. Cool. Pop up. Alright, we have 71 now? Yeah, cool. This is new territory for me. Oh shit. Damn it! I do want to take the bottom path. I think I always beat this level going the top path. So I want to see what the bottom path is like. Do the bolts respawn? Nah, I do want this. Yeah, med placement, that got me good. That got me good. Holy moly. Okay. There you go. Avast. Ooh, health. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm zooming. Okay. Oh shoot. No! Oh, there was an E-tank I could have got. Oh shit. I'll have to do that. Okay. Oh, they are different. Okay, interesting. Or like, the elements in a different location. Huh. No, yeah, I definitely take the top path. I have the one with like the Cossack snow background. Empty boss room. It do be like that. Patchy, patchy, patchy. Anyway. Let's see. Pyro with the 35. What? 2 levels of the same MaGMML Cerno 8-bit theme. I like this level. It's cute. The winter hat mets are an adorable touch, and there's a lot of cute ideas that I think are executed pretty well. The penguin shooters, while difficult to deal with, are pretty interesting to actually work around, especially when they're used with the shield attackers. Though I do think the blocks that mark where they're going to come out of is a bit hard to sometimes see. They just blend in too much with the tile set, I think. I also really like how the Chillman cracking blocks are used here. The interaction with the metal mommies is really clever, and the setups are legit dangerous and difficult. What brings the level down for me is the snow Toadman Rain section, which is if you take the top path. There's a lot of really tight and obnoxious jumps, and the penguin spawners tend to just surprise you here. It just feels way more frustrating and less good than the rest of the level, but the rest of the level is pretty great, as is. Also, I hope I win! Hornet with a 31. I really liked how you recolored Stoneman's tile set to make an icy theme. It looks so good. The level in general is pretty cool. See what I did there? Ha 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 ha. With an overworld underground ice theme going on. The last section in the underground part was a bit too hectic. It was very hard to stay on the top path without using Rush Coil. On the top route, the penguins were spammed way too much. That was both top. Yeah, it was. Okay, so both of them were talking about the top. They were spammed way too much in the snowy section. Jumping on those red platforms in the wind is hard enough without having to worry about a flying penguin knocking you into a pit. Ooh, okay, 19 from Ian. Starts out decently, but the issue of enemy placement quickly becomes visible as you go through the level. The level has ideas, but for their execution it tends to add more enemies than needed. Oh my gosh, if I press something other than down, I'm gonna lose it. The 2 paths are also way different in terms of difficulty, with the skyward path often causing death by penguin cannons, which need a sprite that stands out to be more fair. I get the feeling this level was designed with Jewel Satellite in mind, and that's the most reliable way to make it past all the penguins, though for that the level does have a very bad job at introducing this level as an option that will be almost required in the level's later bits. This is the last score under 20 from a judge, but not the last from me. Oh, got like the evil grin, like, but not from me. Interesting though. Okay, so no more sub 20s. Alright, Gary with the 34. I don't think this level impressed me enough. It looks just fine, but overall it's not particularly interesting. Generally, I do like its appearance and the ideas behind it, but the level often suffers from bad level design, which consists of exaggerated quantity of enemies. Not to mention the ice floor and that one section with wind, where very precise jumps must be done. I think this level could have done better. I'm sorry, all that and you give it a 34. That's pretty high. And a 32 from Ace. Well, creativity-wise, it lives up to its name. Still, this level is pretty cute. For using pre-made assets, the level looks nice, and the new Met design look adorable. Overall, this was well built for the... Excuse me. Overall, this was well built, and the variety of challenge was pretty effective. There are a few spots where the stage drops the ball, though. Some of the later challenges are a serious difficulty spike, and one or two are borderline unfair, in parentheses. Some of the later penguin spawner challenges are a bit much. And on the Chillman path, it doesn't seem quite right that you are forced to use weapons or kill yourself if you fail the challenge or mistime it. I know the asset is a dev kit one, but the level does need to be designed around the fact that these don't respawn, changed post-judging. The E-Tank path is that last cave was pretty clever and well thought out though. As simple as it is, this was probably the highlight of the stage for me. I think this one worked out and overall felt above average, which by Mega Man standards still means it's pretty good. Oh, and the first Noble Nickel was hilarious. Top marks for that one. Lastly, don't put boss corridors in if you're not going to use a boss or a stage climax. It ends your level on a low note. Gary does not cook with his reviews. Oh, I guess Chillman is on the end of the other path. Oh, is it? I can't remember. Top Man, what do you want, bro? I should make a level for one of these contests. I think I can put an interesting spin on level design. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, he's killing me. Shut up. Alright, Tier 6 boss. Here we go. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. What do I do? Maybe I should mash jump. And who is that below us? Who could it be? If you've played Rockman CX, you'll know. But for those who don't, let's see. Interesting. It's Cheat Man. Dr. Light sure built some strange robots after he ditched me. I don't suppose there's anything you could throw at me. Oh yeah, he could. Welcome to Cheat Man. Goofy ass fight. I am so glad they nerfed that, by the way. I swear in the original, it was a one-hit kill. God, this guy. This guy is so silly. Woo! Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh! No, I'm gonna die! I'm not using an E-Tank. I died. Oh, I mistimed it. It was a one hit? Damn. Then again, CX was a crazy ass ROM hack. Like, it was one of those hacks where it's like, what can we change? Yes. That was brutal. Could you at least? Oh no, not again! Okay, I keep thinking I can, like, get close to him and then shoot a charge shot, which maybe I can. I don't know. Uh-huh. Oh, damn it, he's doing it again. Alright, there we go. Oh, come on, not again. Not again. One health. One health and a dream. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, goofy-ass fight. Alright. That is tier 6, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have enough for the next Noble Nickel upgrade, but I can go to the shop. Oh, I got a nice amount. Nice. I can buy... Ooh, what do I want to buy? Oh, wait, no, I can buy everything. So I can buy that. I can buy... What does this do again? Reduces knockback. And hit invincibility slightly extended. Ooh, yes, I'll take that. And then this one I just want for bolts. New costume. Let me check all the costumes I have. Which is next to tier 5. Hey, big brother. Feel free to switch costumes. Alright, let's see who won the poll. Mega Man question mark. Alrighty. I don't have the bolts for this, so I'm gonna have to grind off stream. So let's see. I have... Okay, so Met is a new one. Joe Man is a new one. Okay, those are the two. So yeah, looks like we'll be doing, where'd he go? Mega Man question mark for tier 7. Alright, coolio! And, based on the cutscene I've been getting, we're gonna be close to the Wily levels. Which I think they force you to... I think they force you to do them once you unlock them. Like, the second you meet the threshold, it's like, alright, stop what you're doing. You're going straight to the Wily levels. They're fun, though. I can't wait for them. Hello, Pandy. Welcome, welcome. I was just about to end the stream, actually. We just got done with tier 6, and we'll be going on to tier 7 in the next one. And it looks like the vote is Mega Man question mark for my skin. Dorapi is my... Or Dorapi, excuse me, is my favorite. You also do retro games? Oh, cool, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll see y'all in the next